Just checking the mic. Yeah, nothing plugged in there. That's good. Hello, good afternoon. I was going to sing hello there. Hello. Welcome to Latte with Lynda, afternoon edition. I just got a message from my friend and I suddenly thought, oh, do you know what? Why don't I hop on and let you know who I am? She planted a little seed, so I'm now going to sow it. Hi, Brittany. Hello. I'm Lynda and I typically work with black women in leadership who are frustrated and exhausted. Hello, Angela. They're doing all of the work without the recognition or the quality of life. In fact, they often feel they're in the room to solve a problem that's insurmountable, and the work they're doing is depleting them rather than enriching them. So I help them to overcome people-pleasing so that they can stand in their power, own their true voice, and they're empowered to go for what they want and get it. And if you want to find out more about what I do the usuals, book a call, let's have a chat. Everything's in my bio. So on that note, I've just recorded some very short reels which I'll put out at some point. I don't know if you've ever experienced this situation where you walk into a room and people go, oh, before you've even opened your mouth. Yeah, that's what one of them was about. And this work that I do is really about ensuring that you stand in your power and can own your true voice, because all of this business is really there to silence you. And the reason that these people are trying to silence you is because your light shines brightly. You are amazing, you are fantastic, and I suggest that you continue shining and you ignore them. If you can, just step away from those kinds of spaces. If you can't, take a deep breath. And I have lots of strategies for just being you. So you can check the link in my bio, book a call, whatever you want to do. So that was one thing. And then it led me to the next thing which came up, which is, so it's that thing about being silenced. And it's all this business, all this talk at the moment about working from home like it's a crime. It's made it again. It's really raised my my blood pressure, but I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to take a big inhale and a big exhale. Mouth open. Just let it go, because it's my right. This is what I've chosen. I have spent so much time. Just view request. In a minute, Brittany. In a minute. I spent so much time in spaces where I have been, I've not felt safe. This is it. The other day, can I get this down? Oh, I don't know. Well, I'll have to cancel that for a minute and then put another, I'll look at the request again. Spaces, a lifetime in spaces where you don't feel safe. I did that. I did these workshops a couple of weeks ago while I was doing the fast, and one of the things that came up was about feeling safe. And tap wherever you don't feel safe. You just say to yourself, you just keep tapping. I am safe to feel safe. I'm safe to be safe, whatever it is. And you just keep saying it to calm your and regulate your nervous system, because we're often in spaces where we get all of this shh, or calm down, or you're too much, you're too loud, you're too this, and you've not actually done anything. And it makes you feel unsafe in the sense that you start to question yourself and you start to question how to behave in these situations. And I remember, it starts in school, then it's in the workplace. So I had school, then the workplace, BBC, higher education. I remember once actually in higher education, walked into the office and I think I was going to get my food or something, I can't remember. Or I was going to do something that didn't involve me talking. I know I like to talk. And I walked into the room and my colleague said, we're about to have a meeting, like I'd done anything. Oh, and so, you get shut down. And it's really frustrating because we have a beautiful voice, we have a lot to say, and what we say is important. So it takes me to working from home. Why shouldn't people work from home if they have the opportunity? They have created their own safe space. There's nobody telling them to shut up. There's nobody saying to them that what you are saying or doing is not valid. You find your safe space in your home, and you are worthy and you are worth it. So I think that's what I wanted to say. I'm very brief today because the brunch is there. So let me pull these cards. So these are... Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. The scandal. The scandal of my missing app, which was attached to this, which was Flip Camera. It's disappeared, and now everything is back to front. So I don't like to show things because I can't be doing without, I don't want you having to read back to front. I know you're a genius and you can do it, but I'd rather you see what I see. Can you see what I see? Can you hear what I hear? I think that's a little children's thing, isn't it? Anyway, here we go. So from Abiola Abrams, African Goddess Rising, pick a card. Here we go. And we've got Bol Nimba, Harvest, number 43. I think that one came up yesterday as well. And it's the same old thing with the spectacles. Bol Nimba, Goddess of Harvest, Baga, Guinea. Hello, David. And High Priestess, Element, Water. Abol is a Baga fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. Together they embody the sacred, feminine and abundance. Yes, we are abundant. And this is what happens when we get suppressed. We get into that state of scarcity and we're not good enough and all of that. But we are abundant and we are enough. Give thanks. You are being blessed. It is a harvest. Pray attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. Oh, that's what I was talking about as well. In one of my little reels. Not out yet. Coming out soon. Stay with me. And it's all about the gentle art of doing nothing. Yes. And this is it. The epiphanies are coming, so enjoy what's coming. Harvest is when, so the embodiment, harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessing of you being here, another day on earth, that is all harvest. Another great day to start again from scratch. What seeds of generosity, love, support and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? Goddess declaration, we are always prospering. So there you go. I will stick these up, if I remember, on my story page. Right, I'm off. Off to eat. Enjoy your lunchtime, everybody. Thank you for this. It's my brief interlude today. No, I'm not going anywhere. So yesterday I did a talk at Waterstones downstairs in the little coffee shop for the Mums in Business, and also the Ambitious Ladies of London. All Ambitious Ladies of London. And it was very funny because I put out reminders to people, and I put one of them in the family WhatsApp group. So my sister turned up with 3 of her friends, and I thought, oh, this is a coincidence that you're here. She said it was a surprise. Anyway, it was very good. I did a talk, and I shared some cards and things, and we covered all of these things that I talk about. Right, Brittany, hold on. She put out a request to go live with me, and now I've gone. Oh, well, not to worry. I'm going to have my lunch now. Soul Tribe, thank you for joining me. Oh, no, hold on. There you are. Hello, darling.
Hi, can you see me?
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
I've just come from cold water swimming, so I'm like really cold. So I'm like tucked away under everything. So excuse me for looking a bit crazy. I just thought I'd join your live because of what you're talking about, and I just keep thinking about the stuff you're speaking about. It's almost like you're speaking my life right now.
Oh, go on. So what's coming up for you right now?
When you said about being seen.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I've always kind of I've realized recently, I just turned 30, basically, that I've always kind of, from when I was younger, I was always really perceptive. So I was always the young kid calling things out and stuff like that. And my dad kind of let me know that when I could sense energy quite well. So I would cry a lot if I was around someone who was perceived as bad or whatever. Because of that, I've always been misunderstood, right? Because I've always been misunderstood, I've grown up thinking I was a bad girl and I wore the bad girl mantle, right? Got me in awful situations throughout my teens, situations that I'm just kind of having to unravel and kind of get over now, kind of thing. But I've just realized that I'm not a bad person. I was just misunderstood.
Yeah.
And I'm having to kind of unpick that. And it's really nice to just be able to, like, not have this, wear this, oh, I need to be this bad girl mantle, and actually just be able to be loving and open. And just even look, for example, the way we met and how we were just able to meet each other, like, face to face without any ego.
Oh, everybody, let me just interject. Everybody, so Brittany took my Inferno hot Pilates class. I think she thought she'd died and gone to hell, but she was just in Lynda's Inferno, and it was very good. As far as I'm concerned, I'm patting myself on the back furiously because it was hilarious. I like to have fun. I like to have a sense of play, and I like people to give themselves permission, because this is part of what you're talking about, to be themselves and to tap into their sense of fun and their sense of play. Top of my head's dropped off. I'll come take the thing back. And so coming back to what you said, what's really important is giving yourself permission to be you, and now letting go of those stories that you have, that you've picked up from other people about how you should be.
Yes, exactly.
So what you get to do now is to kind of examine that. So there's a really good book that I looked at, and it's key. It was key for me in stopping the self-criticism, because what happens is, first of all, you stop criticizing other people, and then it feeds into not criticizing you, because what the concept is, it's Debbie Ford, the dark side of the light chasers. And she talks about how, and you'll hear it a lot in this space, oh, we're all one. And you think to yourself, well, I'm not that person. So how Debbie Ford describes it is really good, and it might help you, is that all the traits of we carry all the traits of humanity in each of us. And what is different is that one trait may be more noticeable in one person than another. So that person, that bad person, you'll notice that more in that person. And so she says, when you see somebody who you are triggered by, whether you like them or you don't like them, is you reassess, what is it about that person that's triggering me? If it's something you don't like, so sometimes, you'll meet somebody who's a bit arrogant, or you feel they're arrogant, but actually what's being triggered in you is this desire to be a little bit more arrogant, because maybe your boundaries aren't as clear as theirs. You're not speaking your truth. You're not being yourself. And what they're doing is being themselves. Because what you'll notice is you'll either be attracted to people or repelled by them.
Right.
Those people are being themselves generally, aren't they? And that's why you're attracted or repelled. Whereas people who have the whole world around them are kind of not one thing or another. They're not really being true to themselves. They're trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
So it's about dropping that people pleasing. Like I said, getting comfortable with saying no, or owning your voice, standing in your power, and being really confident about who you are, what you're doing, and not worrying. Remember my mantra, I think I told you, none of my business what other people think about me. Having that little voice, that little tape playing in your head again and again and again before you get.
I really struggle with that. I really struggle with the people pleasing, because I'm overextending for the fact that I felt like I grew up as a bad person, kind of thing. So now I'm coming out of that. I'm starting my own business. I'm doing all these things, and I'm starting to realize how negative everyone around me is. All the stuff that I'm doing, like all the people around me are really quick to like drag me down. Like I grew up, I went to China, that I was crazy for doing that. But it's people that I don't know, people like you, that will be like, oh my God, that's amazing, encouraging me, right? All the things I'm doing, like I just trained in Botox and filler and beauty treatments, I'm being demolished for it by my friends and family and stuff like that. But it's
They're not friends. So number one, they're not friends. Anyone who can't speak to you in a way that is, you know, even if they don't like what you do,
right,
they would at least support you as a person. And what was the other thing? What was the other thing you said? Can't remember now. But no, there was something else, but it doesn't matter. So I would say, oh yeah, they're not friends, so don't worry about that. And also, it's about you. It's about what you're creating for you. Because I had the same thing. I took a career break, and I had a little farewell party, and a couple of people were really annoyed. They were like, "What are you going there for?
Why so negative?
Are you going paid? Why are you going?" And it was like it really surprised me. But you know what? It's because they've been triggered. They've been triggered because you're doing something that deep down they would like to do.
I'm realizing that.
Yeah.
I can see that it's not about me.
No,
I can see that.
Exactly.
But
it's
that
not.
bothers me though, because why am I triggering you? Because when I was depressed in my bed, couldn't get out of bed, you're comfortable and happy with me like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So don't worry about, like I said, it's not about you, it's about them. So leave that and focus on you, because in this world, and you know, we all, you know, we could be side by side looking at the same incident, but when people ask us about it, it will tell a completely different story. It'll be like it was two different incidents, because we have a different point of view, a different perspective. So what they think of, actually, we don't really know what they think about us.
Sorry, let me get my dog.
Oh,
come on, Riley.
Oh, now Latte with Lynda, with Brittany, and the dog. Do you know? Oh, hello.
Hi, Riley. So you know, you just said something. I had such a. Oh yeah. So you know, you just said about points of perspective. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to drop in a line that I always try and say to people so they can kind of get like a little understanding. I always describe that perspective thing as we're all looking at a point in reality. So imagine an A4 sheet of paper and a black dot in the middle, right? We're all looking at that dot, but imagine a circle around that dot, like the sun, right? And each angle is a different window of perspective, right? So we could all be looking at different windows and we're all seeing different shapes, but it's the same point kind of thing. But it's because of all the different angles will show you different views. And the whole point in life is to try and to see out of as many different windows of perspective as possible. That's the whole point. Try to see the whole 360 in the different angles and views, because obviously everyone has their own life experiences, their own ways that their brains have been molded, trauma, all of that stuff that makes them see the same things in different ways. And I think where I've always been, I'm so like open-minded in that sense, where I'm always trying to see out of all the different windows of perspective as possible to understand different perspectives. I think when people try and box me in, at the moment, I'm very triggered by it. I'm very, very triggered by people like trying to box me in. Example, I did this IV vitamin thing. I started doing IV vitamin B, which I'm quite low in, and it's really helping my energy levels. Someone that I speak to completely like tore me down for it. They're like, why are you injecting that? Because your GP know. And I'm like, I'm qualified. I just got my certificate kind of thing. It's just that kind of thing.
Business.
I need to stop.
You've got to remind yourself, none of their business. Remember this thing about the perspective. Yeah. What they're actually thinking, we will never know, because we don't know literally what's going on in somebody else's head. So, you know, what we are doing is creating a story about what's going on in their head. So this is how we bring it back. None of my business. No idea really what they're thinking or talking about. And, you know, maybe they are triggered because you're doing something that maybe they would like to do. So ignore them, I would say. None of my business. And the other thing is, my other thing is, every decision I make is the right one.
Yes, exactly.
That way, if I feel later down the line it's a mistake, it's not a mistake, it's a learning. I'll learn from it. Yeah. And I think, okay, so I did that, didn't quite go how I wanted it to go, what were the things? What actually came up then? What do I take away from it? What do I learn from it? There's always see a gift. This is all part of the glass half full rather than glass half empty approach.
Right.
Let's see, can I see who's here? So we've had a few people here today, love. Kimberly, El Shabazz, welcome everybody. If you're still here, hello, goodbye. It'll go up on the
I
thing.
completely
Let me see if
you hijacked your live.
Oh no, it's all right. No, I was coming to the end anyway. That's all right. I'm just seeing who's here so I can tag them afterwards. Yeah. Oh, but yeah. So definitely have those mantras. Yeah, and know that your voice is important. You know, you're here because you are important. We know we've all got a role to play. That's why we're here. We've got our own little missions, whatever they are, or whatever we choose them to be, and what other people think. You know, I got it the other day. I've done a little reel about it, which will go out. I'll probably stick it up on TikTok first. And, you know, I've got the whole kind of thing. And it was because I was shining. I could feel, you know, my energy was, you know, vibrations were high.
That wasn't back.
And they were going to outshine somebody else. And I just thought, okay, I'm just going to carry on being me. I'll get on with this situation, then move on.
Lynda, was that the other day? I thought you were saying that happened a while back. Was that the other day that happened?
No, this was the other day. Yeah, yeah, a few days ago. Yeah, yeah. And but the thing is, when you start to do that inner work journey, you start to recognize and you reflect and you think, okay, I can see what happened there. And I can see how in the past I would have been shut down and silenced, but not now. I now choose the spaces that I am in.
I love you when you speak. You have so many good things and gems to say. I could listen to you speak all day.
Oh, bless you. Oh, I'm going to take that. Say it again.
I could listen to you speak all day. Tell her, Riley. Tell her.
Oh.
No, that's why I always tune in. When I see your live, I'm like, I'm going to tune in because I know I'll get gems from it. And I love to learn. Learning is my love language. So I like picking things up, and you're throwing things. I'm there picking it up. I understand that whole thing about sometimes your light intimidates people. I don't know why that is, you know?
Because they are in their shadow. They're in their shadow, and it maybe they don't know how to step out of it, or they just don't know how to shine their light. It's like, you know, so this is that thing about, so Debbie Ford was saying that all of these traits are in everybody, and when someone's triggered by you, you can kind of start to examine yourself. You know, like I was saying about the arrogance or whatever it is. Start to examine where that trait is in you, and is it that you need to express more of it, or kind of get rid of it? Well, not get rid of it, but just kind of, it's called integration. Integration, accept it and recognize it and find a way to balance it.
I don't see how I could accept that, this ideology of being judgmental. I've just never been that.
Yeah. No, that's it. No, but you're not going to be judgmental. What you might be recognizing is a growth in yourself. You know, where do you judge yourself, for example? So this is the thing.
I judge myself
exactly. So that's how you get to see it. Somebody else being judgmental, then you can say to yourself, "Oh, don't like that. Where in me am I judgmental? I judge myself. I judge myself, and now I get to recognize that." So this is that thing. So this is why I really liked the Debbie Ford approach, which was when you're triggered, what is it about that person? Where is that thing in me? And then you start to examine, and then you start to judge and criticize other people less. And then when you recognize that that's a part of you, you start to judge and criticize yourself less. And what the conversations you have with yourself change, they shift. I told you the other day, that voice in my head that said, "I'm brilliant." And I thought, "Oh, I like you. You can stay." But it's that same thing. It's like a muscle. It's like my 7 minutes. So 7 minutes, non-stop exercises. And all we're allowed to do is say positive things to ourselves. Positive self-talk every day, 7 minutes. That's hours and hours and hours over time. Little by little, little becomes a lot. So you're chipping away at that little negative Nancy.
You've just given me thousands of pounds worth of therapy right there.
There
You
you
know,
see.
you just
Gem,
gave me a
right. Pay me later.
beauty.
Book a call. Let's have a chat, as we say. Right, on that note, my dear, it's lunchtime. Even Angela's gone. Angela's a school teacher, by the way.
Oh,
She
bless.
sneaks in the dinner hour, yeah. I tell you, needs a medal. Anybody who's a school teacher. Oh, you're still there?
What times are your workouts? I want to join.
7 a.m. I'll put some. So, listen to this. I can't do my lesson planning now. You've blown my mind. Oh, bless you. It's all right. Yeah, she's going. You know what? She's going to go out now. She's going to say, "I want to express myself." You, yeah. She's going to start and say whatever to the other teachers and tell them what's what. Before you know it, she'll be running the school properly. Right. So I will put. If you check my bio, in fact, if you go to my stories. My videos are there. So if you are you signed up to my YouTube channel?
Not yet. I'll sign up straight away.
Right. Okay. Sign up to my YouTube channel. They're all there. All right. You go do plan. Angela, I'm nearly done. I'm just wrapping up with my guest. I know. You can come on one day. So YouTube channel. I put them all up as soon after the live as possible. I go live on my Facebook page, Inferno Hot Pilates Facebook page. All of that is on my link tree. So if you go to my link in bio, I can send you links. Or you can just go to the link in bio, link tree. Everything is there, including got some 7 powerful affirmations, workout affirmations. Get you through your workout. So yeah, 7 minutes live, 6 a.m. 5:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. But I'm thinking of changing the weekends to maybe 7. I'll see how I feel. But yes. Oh, hello, Miss Bailey.
Lots of
hello.
love. Have a lovely, blessed day as well.
And you. Right, everybody. That's it from me. Thank you for joining me. I don't know if I got everybody's names there, but we had quite a crowd, didn't we? You know. Oh, right. Thank you very much. Send lots of love. Right, Soul Tribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. I get you. I've got you. I love you. Have a fantastic day. Just going to do a screenshot so I can message people and just say thank you for joining. Really appreciated your attendance. And I do believe somebody from my YouTube was there as well. I say from YouTube. I have a few people watching me on YouTube. So yeah, a reminder of who I am. So I'm Lynda. I typically work with Black women in leadership who are frustrated and exhausted, doing all of the work without the recognition or the quality of life. In fact, they often feel they're in the room to solve a problem that's insurmountable, and the work they're doing is depleting them rather than enriching them. So I'm helping them to navigate, really overcome people pleasing so that they can get comfortable with saying no, stand in their power, own their true voice, and go for what they want and get it. And if you'd like to find out more about what I do, check the link in my bio, book a call, let's have a chat. Soul Tribe, you're all amazing. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a fantastic day. Sending lots of love. Bye.